Hey y'all, it's Diane with Shawcraft One and my old barn door, and I've just come back to do the next segment of our video on our ring binder journal. And I have moved our camera angle because I'm tired of sewing. So here's what I did. I kind of felt like it was, getting kind of boring now. So I know I showed y'all in the last video how I went through and I sewed on the little strips of fabric, and we kind of went through and did a couple of pages together. And so I'm just going to flip through. I went ahead and finished that process because I just felt like it would be too boring for y'all to sit and watch me do the rest of that whole process. So I went ahead and went through the book. So I'm just going to do like a little flip and show y'all what I did. So we have the fabric on this page, and usually the way I choose what pages I want to put some kind of fabric or paper on is if it's a page that's kind of plain looking. So I just put something on it to add a little pizzazz. So we've got the fabric flip here with the little dangle. We did that together on camera. This one, I just didn't think she needed anything. I love the jagged edge. I love how aged the page is, so I just left it. We put I think we did this one together. We put this little tab on, and we put the receipt on, and then we sat our pocket here, so we will put that in this video. And I think this was the page that we got to. So I went ahead and I went through the rest of the book, and I added some tabs, some fabric on the edges of the pages. And the way I pick and choose which pages, I think I've already said that, is, if it's something that needs a little interest. This one, I put this little fabric tip in on here because he really doesn't go with a country, like a country recipe book. But she does. I mean, with that little hay, and she's kind of in the barn. She's got her little lunchbox. So I left that. I put a little tab here on this page. And what I did was I just stapled it. I just took a piece of the cherry paper, a scrap from the cherry paper that we used in the journal. And I just made a little page tab to put on there. On this one, I thought it was super cute to put one of the little John Deere cards. So I sewed on a little John Deere card on the little flip. Then back here I put, let me make sure you can see that, I put a little fabric piece, and it's just a little swatch, just a little odd shaped swatch on there. Again, I didn't do anything to the wrapping paper because I want Nan to be able to use the wrapping paper the way she wants to use it. If she wants to take it out and use it to decorate in her book, that's kind of what I put it in there for. Put a little tab up here just to add a little focal point. I put myself a note here because I want to put a belly band here, and I think I want to do a fabric belly band, and I'll show y'all kind of what I want to do there. Then down here, I sewed a piece of ribbon that I got from my friend Sarah. So I just wanted to add a little something to this page, and I thought the yellow ribbon was super cute. Y'all can't even see that, can you? I need a little more room in my camera frame. So we have these pages, and I just kind of left them. I do want to put a belly band here, either one across or one up and down. Left the wallpaper. I put a little piece of fabric here, and I don't always put them all the way down, and I don't put them in the same spot. Because you want to kind of break it up a little bit. On this one, I had a little piece of this ribbon left over, so I just made a little tab, put that there, because it gives a little bit of color to this page. And then I put this here. This is paper. This is that little, the little pocket. And so I just took a piece of paper, and sometimes I like to rip them instead of cutting them, because I don't like for everything to always look so neat and clean. I like the ripped look. So I just folded it into the little envelope, and I just stapled it on. And then I guess we can take something and decorate that, maybe. Or I might leave that for Nan to do. So we're going to keep moving. I'm just going to flip through real quick and show you what all I did without you. I added this little piece down here just because this was a lot of white space. So I just added that on there just to add a little something. And then I put him on here because I thought he was just so stinking cute with this little man. So I thought they went together. So I just sewed him onto the little flap. Of course, we have our chicken pocket that we already put on there. Put a little piece up here, so you have interest on both sides of that page. I left the recipe pieces for her to do with what she wants. Another piece of the wrapping paper. And then, again, another torn tab on the little chicken page with the yellow polka dots. I added some Monopoly money to this little fold out. Just sewed it right down the edge. And I did go through and place my pockets into place where I want them. So that, because that's what we'll do in this video. We'll go ahead and put the pockets in and hopefully get a little further than we've been getting. Then I put a little piece here at the top because this is that plain My Book House page. She can still take it out and chop it up if she wants to, or she can do mixed media, but it still just needed something to add to it. So the wrapping paper I'm leaving for Nan, and this is a page she can do mixed media on. I didn't put anything on the Sears and Roebuck book page because, well, just don't need it. So I put a little pocket here, and I think that pocket will go super cute with this page. I did sew a little piece here of that really cute fabric that had the pig on it and the chickens. So just a little odd piece of fabric, but I just sewed it on just for giggles, I guess. This one I put a little pocket on, and I didn't actually mean for it to be a pocket, but the way I sewed it in, so you can use it for a pocket on either side. But I just kind of wanted to put a piece of fabric on there to give it some added interest, and it turned into a pocket, so I'm good with that. These pages, I think I want to put some page tabs on, so we'll do that in this video too. We got a lot to do, so we're going to go quickly. I sewed a little piece of that cotton ribbon on this one just to give it a little something. I thought it was cute to put this pig pocket here beside the Eastern pot roast recipe. And then on this one, I added one of those little plain cards, a little bitty tiny plain card that I got from Sarah. This one, I love this paper, so I just wanted something on the very edge of this, you know. Didn't have to particularly be like a card or something, but just something to add a little decoration on there. Okay, our book's getting pretty full. And then we're going to put that pocket there. Trying to get through it so we can get busy. And then on this little music sheet, this little fold in, I added a little piece of fabric on there. I love this fabric. It's so pretty. And then on this recipe page, I added the rest of that little cherry fabric that we had used earlier in the book. And then here, I sewed a guest check onto this little flap and just put a little piece of fabric down the center. So that's how far we've gotten, and we're going to go back to the very beginning, and we're going to start putting our pockets in. Oops. We're going to start putting our pockets in, and if we have time, we'll create our belly bands, and then we'll start putting our decorations in the pockets. So let's see. I'm trying to find where that first little pocket was, other than the snippet pocket. That's our tip in. Well, I just messed that up. Let's see. I think it's this one. Yes, it's this one. Alright, so we're going to put this pocket here. But before we do, it's just kind of plain, right? So we want to put something cute on this pocket. So the question is, do we want fabric? Do we want a snippet? I have this little box of goodies that I've had from when I worked on my Western journals. And I have these little snippets that I make. And it's just little snippets of fabric that I just put together and sew them together. So I thought maybe one of those would be cute on it, like that. Maybe put a little piece of cheesecloth in behind it. I also have this little bow that I've had forever. And that would be cute, but it's pretty thick, so it would add a whole lot of bulk. So I don't think we need to use that. Let me see what else we've got in here. Some of this stuff we're going to use to decorate in the book with. Okay, so I think that's a cute little pocket. I think I definitely want to put this pocket in here somewhere. So I like this, but I do want to put some cheesecloth in behind it. So let me just grab a piece of cheesecloth. I think that cheesecloth is a little too big because I just want a little bit sticking out the back of it. Okay, I like that. I think we'll do that, and then we'll put something in the center to be kind of a focal point for our pocket. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick this up, straighten my cheesecloth back out. And I'm just going to run a little bead of glue on the back of this little fabric snippet that I made. And then we're going to put him kind of sideways like that. And that glue is going to go through to that pocket, and it's going to stick that cheesecloth down that's in behind there. And now what I want to do is I just want to go around the edges and put a little bit of glue just to make sure that the little snippet or the cheesecloth doesn't go anywhere. But I don't want to put too much because I don't want it super flat. I want it to have that dimension to it. Okay, so we've got that ready. So now we can go ahead and glue our pocket in. So let me grab my glue. I've probably stopped at my little thing here. So we're just going to go around the 3 sides. I did stop it up. See if we can get this cleaned off a little bit to where it'll come out better. This glue dries so fast, and if you don't get that needle back in there, you run into problems. Alright, try this again. Here we go. This art glitter glue is so good. I have been using this forever. I actually got this bottle from Maymay Made It back a long time ago. She was doing a fundraiser for a little boy who had autism, and so she joined with the art glitter glue company, and they did like a little fundraiser to raise money for the family. So I bought that then, and I've had it forever because y'all know me, I'm a hoarder, so I hoarded it for as long as I could, and then I thought, stop hoarding it. You just need to use it. So, and then I want to figure out what I want to put on the front. What kind of decoration do I want to put on the front? Do we want a button? Or a flower? Let me see what I've got. Let's look at our buttons. Because I think what I might want to do is just put some eyelash trim and then just put a button down at in the center of it. That'd be cute, wouldn't it? Let's use that big button. So I think I want to run some twine through the button. Let's see if this color will work. It might be too thick for the buttonholes, but we're going to try it. No, I think it's going to work. And you could, if you wanted to, you could just sew this directly onto the little snippet if that'd be easier for you. Okay, and I want some eyelash trim behind there. Let me see what color I've got. I have all kinds of colors. I don't think I want like a red or a blue. I think I just want kind of like a brown. Let me see. I've got some brown over here. Or a tan. It's a tan. So I'm just going to wrap this up in a circle. And I'm going to lay it down there. And then I'm going to put some, let me fix my glue gun. I'm going to put some glue on the back of my button. And lay it right on top of there. Hopefully you won't be able to see the glue through that clear button. Okay. So we have that pocket on and decorated, and I think that's cute. So let's go find the next pocket. Well, oh, here we go. All right. What do we want to put on this pocket? I have these paper ribbons. Holy cow, I couldn't think of the word. So I think I'd like to maybe put one of these on my pocket. I like the music one, and I like that it's ripped. I think we'll go with that. And this one would look cute in the book. However, it's pretty much the same pattern that's on the pocket, and I don't want to mix those two. So I think we're going to go with the music. And let's see what we want to put on there. I have these little bitty snippets of lace and ribbon, and I like this together. If we do that, and then I have these cute little flowers. We could do one of these. That's too much blue. Maybe if we did a light blue. I like that. I wonder what a yellow would look like. I'm not fond of the yellow. Okay. This one's super cute. Look, it's got little kids on it. If I can get it to focus. Do we want to use that one? No, I think it's too big. I think I like the light blue, so let's do that. So I tend to just make little clusters to go on the pockets because I like how they just kind of add a little something to decorate it with. So we'll put our little music paper ribbon there. And then we're just going to put a little piece of glue here to put our little white lacy fabric down. And then put another little piece of glue here. Whoops. To put our blue star fabric down. And then I think I want maybe a piece, just a little tiny piece of the cheesecloth in behind the flower. Kind of like that. And then we'll put the flower down. And then we need something for the center of the flower. And I have these little, let me see if I can find one. I have these little flat back rosettes. That would be cute on there. I almost think it might look better with a white one though. That one's too big. There's a white rosette one. Let's use that one. Okay, and then I'm going to pull out the back of these little flower cabochons. They kind of have, they're kind of slick, and so I've found that sometimes they'll come off if you try to hot glue them or something like that. So what I do is I take a fingernail file and I run it over the back of it, just to rough it up a little bit and give the glue something to grab onto. And then I use glossy accents because it's good and sticky and it'll hold it on there real good. You just have to hold it down for a second to make sure it stays. So that's how I glue those in. And then while that's drying, we'll go ahead and glue our pocket on. I'm moving it around. And we'll put him right here. And this one's a little bit smaller of a pocket because I didn't have as much room for a bigger pocket because of the fold. Alright, so we've got that one glued down and we're just going to let that dry while we go to the next pocket. That pocket's on. Here we go. Now this pocket is one of our Kristen pockets, so we don't even need to do anything to it. We've already got it decorated the way we want it. So we're going to go ahead and glue him down. And I like to glue my pockets on and let the whole book sit for a minute. You know, just to kind of give the glue time to dry before I go back and try and start putting stuff in the pockets, because then you wind up with stuff being stuck to your pocket. Okay, so we're going to go find our next pocket, which is here. And it's a Kristen pocket too. It's the one that says unique. So we will go ahead and glue him down too, because there's really nothing you need to do to it. I love the way this fabric looks with this page with the wheat on it. Okay, Okay, so now we'll go to our next pocket and glue him down. Okay, I have this little pocket here, and it's made out of just like a little tiny lunch sack, and I just folded up the bottom piece. Well, I sewed on a piece of ribbon first, and then I folded up the bottom piece and just made a little pocket out of it. So this is actually like a little triple pocket. But you want to put it on a page that's thick enough that, you know, your glue's not going to show through. So, and I think we need some kind of decoration on this, but I'm not exactly sure what I want to decorate it with. And I just want something down here because this is going to be covered up because we're going to put something in this little pocket. So, let me think what we want on here. Okay. I have some little paper clusters that I sit and make these at nighttime sometimes when I'm watching TV. And I think there might be a cute one in here that would go. That one's cute. Let's see what else we've got. That one's kind of cute too. I love using the stamps in my clusters. That one's kind of cute. Let me see if that's... I don't want it to overwhelm the pocket. That one's kind of big. These are kind of big. Whoops. See, I like the ones with the burlap, but they're a little bit big for this little tiny pocket. That one's cute, but it's too big. Too big. That one's not too big. We'll put him to the side. Too big. Too pink. That one's super cute. I might hold that one out and put it in the book somewhere else. That one's too big, too big, too big, too big. Okay, so it looks like we're going with either this one or this one, and I kind of like this one. I should have just went with the first one I saw because it's the one I liked. So we're going to put that there. And you don't have to use hot glue. I just did because it was sitting right by my hand and I just grabbed it. You can use just regular glue and glue these down. And see, that just adds a little something extra to your pocket to give it a little bit of decoration. So now I'm going to use the bigger art glitter glue because I want a little more glue on the back of this pocket because it's a little bit thicker than just the single pockets that we have. And I want to make sure it gets a good hold. Okay. Let me get my strings. And we're going to put him about right there. And so you're going to have a pocket here, a pocket inside the bag, and then a pocket behind the bag. So you'll have a little triple pocket there. Just try to hold this down for a second to make sure it gets a good hold with the glue. Okay, and then we'll go find our next little pocket. And like these, you could actually tuck something in these. You could use them as a little tuck if you wanted to. Okay, we're going to put a pocket here because I love the pigs. And I'm not putting anything on the pigs because I just like that fabric. And that fabric makes a statement. So it doesn't need any kind of decoration. So we'll put our art glitter glue on here. Where are we on our time? Good grief. 30 minutes flies by so fast. It's ridiculous. especially when you're crafting and you're trying to get so much done in such a little amount of time. All right, so this one, we'll go ahead, I'm going to go ahead and glue this one on, and we'll come back later and decorate him. Or maybe I'll decorate him off camera, because you've kind of seen how I do it. You know, you don't have to. I am running out of my art glitter glue. You don't have to see every pocket that I decorate or whatever, or see how I decorate it. I'm sure you're really, really creative and can figure out how to decorate pockets. And I like to watch people the way they do theirs too. So this pocket I think is too wide for this, so I'm going to choose a different pocket. I have this smaller pocket in here. This one that I think I'm going to use here. And I think I'm only going to glue here and here to for you to be able to put a little more. You can stuff the pocket a little better. When it's a small pocket like this, you can put a little more stuff in it when you leave one side open. So we'll glue this one. I'm trying to just at least get finished with the pockets on this video. The next video we'll come back and we will stuff the pockets. I'm going to get as far as I absolutely can. But I'm telling y'all, you know, I mean, it is time consuming. It takes time to do these. It takes a lot of time to do these. You know, and even as many videos as I've done, I've not shown you on video everything that I've done to the journal. So, I mean, that's just how it is. It just takes time. So, I still have to make belly bands. I still need to make some little clusters to go on pages as decoration. I need to decorate that one pocket and then stuff the pockets and then do the front and back cover. So, I mean, it's a lot of work and a lot of process, but I enjoy it so much, and especially if I'm doing it for somebody I love, and I dearly love Nan, so I want to make it extra special for her. So, all right, so I guess we're going to cut it off here so the video's not super long, but we've got all the pockets in, and we've got all of our edges decorated, and so the next video we'll come back and we'll stuff our pockets and finish decorating it, or hopefully try and finish decorating it. I'm going to make the belly bands off camera so that we can just install them, and if you guys want to see me make a belly band, you can let me know and I'll be glad to do that. But for now, for time's sake, I'm going to go ahead and get them ready so that, you know, so that the videos don't go on forever. So anyways, thanks for watching. Any comments or questions, leave them below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you want to see every time I load a video. And I really thank you guys for watching. Big hugs.